Welcome to the Self-Help Workshop with John Farr. Episode 16, How to Deal with Overwhelming Feelings. All right, welcome to today's show. Well, one thing I've experienced in personal growth is that it's not always easy. Growing into a new and better me can have its own set of growing pains. And growing into a new and better you certainly may have its own set of growing pains as well. Does it mean it's not worth it? In fact, it's quite opposite. It's well worth it. A better you sits at the end of that rainbow you're moving towards. Now, being overwhelmed can certainly be part of the equation. In personal growth, we are challenging our beliefs, assumptions, limits, etc. Shattering that glass ceiling is not always easy, and it can be overwhelming. Overwhelm can take many forms. My friend and mentor Marshall Thurber uses the term perturbation for this. Overwhelm, or the feeling of overwhelm, is from overloading your system. Most of us can relate to overwhelm from stress. Too much stress is overwhelming, and it takes a toll on your mental and physical well-being. Overwhelm in personal development, or perturbation as it's also called, is from the overload you've put on your system, your mental system. It can have the same feelings as stress. All right, so let's go back to basics we often talk about. Your thoughts control the feelings, and your feelings control your results. It's an easy equation. Your thoughts are from your conscious mind, the ones you choose freely. Now, your subconscious has the thoughts that have been planted deeply in by your mind, and these are mixed with emotion. So your results are dictated by what is in your subconscious mind. When we think thoughts that are in harmony with our beliefs, we have very few issues. It's when we start to choose thoughts that are in conflict with our beliefs that things get messy. Here it is, your subconscious mind. It is running the show. It's based on a number of beliefs that have been implanted from your environment from a very young age. Now here comes your conscious mind, and it's telling you something completely different. Guess what? They are no longer in harmony. You have perturbated the system. This agitation is not wanted by your subconscious mind, and it will do whatever it can to defend its beliefs. It's pretty wild how this whole thing works. It's put in place for a reason. And here's the great news. These beliefs can be changed. Does it mean it's easy? It's simple, yes. Plant new thoughts in your subconscious mind and allow them to take hold, and then they will give you new results. It's not necessarily easy. The hard part is that your old beliefs put up a fight. Whether you're getting the results you want or not, you are in a cozy place. You are in harmony with your beliefs. When two differing beliefs are faced off, things can get a little messy inside. Your subconscious mind will do anything and everything to protect itself. As part of growth, you will need to work through this. That is why repetition and consistency are so important. Bob Proctor uses the term the terror barrier for this place where your mind goes when two beliefs are in combat. Your mind is battling itself, and you are downright in terror of making the move of whatever you're moving towards. So let's see if we can find an example. Ever quit a job and possibly have trouble making that change? So you know you need a new job. You want a new opportunity. You're not happy. You know you can have something better. So getting the new job or opportunity was fun, exciting. You're lining up with what you want, and then all of a sudden, bam, it hits you. It's that final step that's hard and painful, the letting go. You are giving up the comfort and safety of what you know, or maybe your identity towards something. As much as it all makes sense, it becomes hard to do. Your subconscious mind has locked on to that. Another example could be breaking up a relationship. Same idea. You want something better, you deserve better, and yet it's still hard to leave. Welcome to growing pains. Not all growth is hard, however. Uprooting some deep beliefs can be very painful and hard to execute. With knowledge comes awareness. It's easier when you know what's happening. I call it upheaval. Like shutting pounds off from a workout or the cravings from giving up food. Your thoughts are things too and have their own processes of letting go. I know when I'm pushing my belief systems to a new level, a lot of old stuff comes up. Old beliefs, distractions, fixations on some trivial thing. It's crazy what your mind will do to you. It can even be physical. I remember doing a year-long study on mental science, and it was all about what I'm talking about, planting new ideas, changing out old beliefs. And about every 4 to 6 weeks, I'd have a few days where I just felt a bunch of stress in my neck, and I would felt completely overwhelmed at work, and all sorts of things were firing at me. The awareness was the best thing. Just knowing what was going on and sticking to my plans as best as possible. Each time I went through it, I grew from it in one way or another. The thing is, you have to find a way to get through it. On the other side is where the growth lies. Pushing yourself into new beliefs will challenge you in many ways. If you were like me, then you may encounter some bumps in the road along the way. The shedding you have to go through. You got to shed these old beliefs. It comes in many ways. As you reach a new level, different beliefs show up. You'll know when it comes because it can take over your body for a few days. So for the workshop today, this is really about awareness. Let this concept of overwhelm sink in a bit and know that it's part of the process. In perturbation, when you overload your system, there's a certain time period you are agitated. Then it moves to a higher level and the discomfort is gone. Part of the lesson is that everything is temporary. The discomfort you may be experiencing too is temporary. Walk through it and you'll be all the better for it. The stress and upheaval dissipates and you move to a higher operating level. Remember, if you could not handle it, it would not have shown up in the first place. Get comfortable with the idea that growth is not always comfortable, and you'll be wise to what's going on, and it makes it much easier to deal with. So for the Self-Help Workshop, I'm John Farr, wishing you all the best.